Guys, it's your boy Hachebi, and today I'm going to be going over a very interesting battle. This is another banger video I have for you. Today we're going to be going over Superman versus pre-Retcon Beyonder. I thought this would be a very interesting battle. You know, the Man of Steel versus one of the most powerful beings in Marvel. So I thought this would be a very interesting video for Superman. I'm going to be going over pre and post and rebirth, most of his comic book runs, and then pre-Retcon Beyonder. I'll be going over his feats and scaling and see who will come out on top in the fight. So like I said, I'm going to be going over Superman first, and then I'll talk more about pre-Retcon Beyonder, his feats and stuff that he's done. So let's get right into Superman. So Superman is able to fight Darkseid, and he's able to withstand his Omega beams, which erase him from existence. He was able to defeat Darkseid with the anti-life equation. This is a very impressive feat for Superman. And then Lex Luthor took control of Superman's body, and with every step he took, it was shaking the God Sphere. So yeah, this is a very impressive feat for Superman. And then Atlas wants to see his daughter and her wedding, and he calls upon Superman to hold up the heavens, which is basically like all of creation. So you can interpret this feat various ways by going by the DC cosmology, the God Sphere, which makes up of heaven. So this would be like a high outer-versal feat for Superman, because he was still able to hold up some form of creation. So yeah, like I said, a high outer-versal level feat for Superman. And then Superman was able to one-shot the World Forger, which would be a boundless level feat, because this would give him higher AP than Mixie and the Anti-Monitor and other beings like that, and they reside in the fifth dimension. And the World Forger talks about how if he gains the power of Superman, he could power up the sixth dimension, which is pretty crazy. So the reason I think this is a boundless level piece is because Mixie and the Anti-Monitor scale way above the various feats that I have talked about so far in this video. And then the World Forger literally said that Superman, like with his power, he can power the sixth dimension, which is like a dimension beyond Mixie and the Anti-Monitor. So yeah, that's very crazy. And then even Batman didn't know if Superman could like destroy the World Forger, and Batman talks about how Superman does things that makes him feel illogical, which is very crazy because Batman is one of the smartest characters in DC. So the fact that Superman's making him feel illogical is pretty crazy to me. So then Superman is able to destroy the Phantom Zone, and you need a physical form to break your way through the Phantom Zone. But Superman was still able to destroy it, which is just pretty crazy. And then Superman has also been able to confront the Phantom Stranger, and he has also been shown to physically hurt him, which is pretty crazy because the Phantom Stranger is very powerful in his own right. And Superman, like I said, has shown to be able to physically hurt him. And the Phantom Stranger is a being who was able to battle the Spectre, and both of them transcend Mr. Mixie on such a high level. So this is really good scaling for Superman. And then let's go over some speed feats for Superman. So Superman is able to keep up with the Flash and Jake Garrett. This will make Superman have casually a high and measurable speed, or high and measurable speed levels to irrelevant speed. And then Superman is able to move through the Source Wall, and Highfather talks about how he doesn't know how Superman is able to move within the Source Wall, because like speed is irrelevant in the Source Wall, and Superman did this very casually. Like he did not look like he was trying. This is pretty crazy. And then the Source Wall is multiple layers into boundless, which is really, really crazy. Now let's go over some of Superman's abilities and stuff that he could do. So Superman has his heat vision, which can negate intangibility. It affects people on a molecular level. And then Superman can freeze people with his ice breath. And then Superman can hear someone with like a crowd of 1 million people by their heartbeat. So like in a crowd of 1 million people, Superman can hear the person's heartbeat. Like that's crazy. And then so he has microscopic vision, being able to like see subatomic particles and spirits. So now let's go over some of Superman's like resistance and stuff that he has shown throughout the comics. So he is able to survive a cosmic storm, which is able to affect you on an atomic level. He has survived BlackRock, who attacked him in a subatomic level, and then in his stories, so throughout Superman's stories, they don't. So the story does not let Superman like die. Like no matter what he does, the story will not let Superman die, which is pretty crazy. And then concepts like weight, distance, temperature, and space-time have no effect on Superman. And then like Lex Luthor tries to BFR Superman and it just does not work. And then Superman has resisted plot hacks from Mr. Nobody. So this is crazy that like Superman has shown the ability to resist plot hacks. Like that's pretty insane. And then Dr. Manhattan states that no matter how many Supermen exist, or no matter how many times like you try to change Superman's existence or change like Superman's story, he will always survive. So this is pretty crazy. So I would say in terms of attack potency, I would say Superman should be various levels into boundless level. And then in terms of speed, I would say he should have various levels of degree into irrelevant speed based on his showings and his scaling. So now let's go over pre-retcon Beyonder and stuff that he has done. So let's get into it. So during Seth and Odin's battle, they were threatened in the Marvel multiverse, and Doctor Strange confirms this feat. So this would be a high out-of-versal feat due to the cosmology of Marvel. And then, like I said, Seth and Odin, they were affected. They were able to threaten the Marvel multiverse, which is crazy. Like I said, this is a high out-of-versal feat, or layers into high out-of-versal. And then Odin was going to nullify a fire that was going to destroy the World Tree. This is a world where various realms are beyond, like concepts, dualities, like all that stuff, dimensions, like all that stuff. And then you have the abstracts who transcend Odin on a higher level, which is crazy. And then all of the abstract like entities would have like boundless scaling because they all transcend like Odin on an infinite level. And then the living tribunal is the embodiment of all abstract like entities. And then the living tribunal is stronger than the abstract as well. And then what's even crazier is that so Molecule Man is stronger than the living tribunal. And when Molecule Man fought pre-retcon Beyonder, he was talking about how he transcends me, like he's way stronger than me. And that's pretty crazy. Like Molecule Man says, like, I cannot compete with pre-retcon Beyonder. And then have pre-retcon Beyonder stating and talking about how like he's stronger than everybody. He's stronger than the living tribunal. He would destroy him. Like he's beyond the multiverse. Like he's beyond like everything. Like it's pretty crazy for pre-retcon Beyonder. Now let's go over some of pre-retcon Beyonder's abilities that he could do. So he can control every atom like in you, and then he can use his own power to destroy like the concept of death. This is pretty like crazy. Yeah, so he can control like death, like the concept of death and all of that. That's pretty crazy for some of his abilities and stuff that he could do, or that he has shown he could do throughout the comics. So now I'm going to go into who do I think wins this fight. So I think in terms of attack potency, I think that Superman has shown that he has higher AP, in my opinion, than pre-retcon Beyonder. I think he's fought more powerful beings than pre-retcon Beyonder. And then in terms of speed, I think Superman has shown that he is far faster than pre-retcon Beyonder. I think some of pre-retcon Beyonder's abilities will give Superman some trouble, but I think Superman has too much of a hacks resistance to be affected by pre-retcon Beyonder. So I think Superman, in my opinion, takes this fight with a little bit of difficulty, but I think Superman takes this fight due to like superior attack potency, speed, and he has too much half resistance for pre-Retcon Beyonder, in my opinion. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this fight? Let me know in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy, Hot Chevy B, and we're out. Peace.